Welcome back to Politics Tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for staying with us. Tonight, we're discussing Ebonyi politics and impending local government polls. And I've been speaking with Simbad Victor, APC Publicity Secretary in Ebonyi State. Honorable Victor, thank you so much for staying with us on the program. Now, let's talk about the unity. How united is the APC ahead of this election? Especially this fragmentation in Eza South. Already, some observers are touting that some of the PDP, the campees, want to inject crisis in your party and run back to their fold. How are you handling this situation? Because your members say this has the tendency to create new Cold War in the APC. How are you handling this?
Okay, thank you very much. As the APC Publicity Secretary and member of the State Working Committee, I will tell you very well that we have a capacity and a very reasonable, hardworking state chairman in the person of the Right Honorable Stanley Okoremeya. Yes, it will be kind of a weakling on my own side if I say that it's something of such. But it was something that happened about 2 weeks ago, and immediately the State Working Committee led by the state chairman, we immediately rushed into that incident. We invited all, as mandatory as it was, we invited all participants in that, including the senator representing Ebonyi Central, Engineer Kenese, and all political actors in that event. It's all about just a minor misunderstanding, and it was happily resolved. And but then that it was resolved, the both parties all accepted to work, which if this program permits, I will avail you with pictures of it. They all agreed to work hand to hand to the glory of God and to the prosperity of it in that zone.
But what more do you intend to do about this? Because young members of your party in that state are very hungry about some of these defectors. And also, are you not worried that if this is not properly handled, it may create a bad blood that may inhibit the fortunes of the party ahead of 2027?
As a political party, we all pray that we have new members. And some of these new members, we call new members today, they were there before even some of the people complaining to me. And these are things that are inevitable in every political party. I get in me. And many fora have called on both myself, myself, even the leader of our party, the governor, that they shouldn't be threatened by the coming in of these people. The house is too large to accommodate everybody. And I believe since then, if it was an aggression, it has been kept low. And nothing of such coming up again. So if any person is saying that such is still in existence, that such is still in the free air, I think it's a mere brother dash. Because I know very well and I know authoritatively that nothing of such. Maybe on a personal note, the person doesn't want another politician to be put into the party. No, we all have our destinies in our hand, and nobody will block their own. And that's what is happening today. As I name my name, I have my own. Others get their name, I have their own. There's no way the person will leave this or our lane and come to my lane. I get to me. That is it for politics. It's all about the understanding, having the mutual understanding. And this was the thing that the State Working Committee led by Stanley Okoremeya did tweet and invited them, explained to them, and they saw reasons that the people that entered will not block anybody. You are there as a senator, and that person that is coming was there even as a member House of Rep, and even contested on that PDP and still defected. So that is homecoming, and we're happy for that. It's a sign of progressivism for us. And in terms of the peace and harmony in Ebonyi State, it's 100%. If I would say 101, it's 101. Very, very commendable of our leader, Right Honorable Francis Obonna, because it is not easy to have big wings under you, because the calibers of men under APC today, in fact, I've never seen such since the creation of Ebonyi State. I've not seen such. For some reasons I will not go into much details about, but I've never seen such before. The former governors, all of them, all the former governors, all who is true, all the kingmakers of Ebonyi State. they are with him.
All right,
And that is
Honorable
because
Victor.
of his
So if you
loyalty
say
and his
that,
love for peace.
right, so if you say that some of these issues have been partly resolved with some of the aggrieved members of your
Fully
party.
resolved, fully resolved.
All right, fully resolved. I hear that. So what are you saying? What kind of conversation are you having with young people in Ebonyi State who have said they need young people with vision to lead the council for the good of the people? I mean, they're lamenting that the old politicians were responsible for bad governance across the wards and local governments. What are you telling them?
Okay, let me, I earlier told you that politics, I believe in politics of practicals. We have 13 local government area. We have Ivo, Ohozara, Onitsha, Afibo North, Edda, Izanot, South, all of them, Ishelu, Ohuku, Isabu, Ishebonyi, and Abakaliki LGA. My dear, in all these local governments, none of them, I think in my own local government, my local government chairman is not up to 40 years. The LGA chairman of Ohozara is not up to 40 years. The LGA chairman of Edda, where my party chairman comes from, is not up to 40 years. And the LGA chairman, is not to be returned, and that person took over. Okay, he's always above 40 years, but out of the 13, we have almost 10, or we have 11 who are under 40 years. So I think, what again are we talking about that is if all these chairmen are under 40, when you come to the Ebonyi State Executive Council today, you see the youngest serving commissioner who's barely up to 30 years, or I think 30. One Honorable Chidonia, he's there. And so many of them, come and see the essays. So I think this the governor, starting from the governor who is also a youth, he has given that maximum inclusiveness to the youth. So if the youth, to me, I would tell them be at the right place at the right time. Because to the best of my knowledge, this very government is the best government to accommodate the youth. Yes, I'm saying it live, and I'm telling you that I can defend it anywhere if called. Because when you look at the people who are occupying positions today, you see it happening. You see that's the betterment and inclusion, the inclusivity of the youth in the administration of Right Honorable Francis Ogbonna is very, very commendable. I believe that all these opinions, negative opinions, are all coming from the opposition political parties. And there's no way, even if Trust should come down today and rule this Ebonyi State, the opposition will still complain that he's too tall or that he's too short. So let us take it and know that Ebonyi is doing very, 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 very well. Thank you very much.
All right. So we'll come back to Ebonyi State, but let's broaden this conversation a bit. I want us to talk about grassroots politics in Nigeria. I mean, many continue to wonder why politics at the grassroots level in Nigeria is seemingly dead and only comes alive during election time. As a grassroots politician yourself, what do you think is responsible for this?
Okay, thank you very much. One, I would say as a grassroots politician, the method of political patronage, which we are seeing today, is part of the things killing grassroots politics. When you patronize someone because the person has money, or because you see some of them will patronize someone who wasn't even there during the campaign. After the campaign, someone will just flee from outside country and come and occupy a position that he or she didn't know how. In fact, he or she don't even know how many wards he's serving in his local government, or how many polling units in his own ward. So I believe this political patronage is the major reason. If the rightful people are being given this mandate, this mantle of leadership to lead, they know the rightful people, they know the right things to be done. And that is why in Ebonyi State, the person that is the governor today was former ex-official in the political party. He was a former speaker in the political party. So he understands the importance of grassroots because he has gone for election. And you go there and canvass. There are people that have not even for one day entered either EBSEC or INEC election. I don't know what it's all about.
Honorable Victor, are you there?
There are people that come up and do whatever they feel like doing. You get me? But when you give it to the rightful people, in that way you promote grassroots political participation. But when you do it as a political patronage, you will kill grassroots. And no matter how we try to see it, no matter how sentimental we will try to go about it, grassroots remains the hub of contemporary democracy.
Okay, so I can only envisage that you're talking about money politics.
You can shadow it. You said?
Okay, so I can only envisage that you're talking about money politics. But if indeed we cannot do without, do away from money politics in this present day Nigerian politics, what strategic ways do you think young Nigerians, I mean the youths, could possibly influence politics at the local level? Also, how far can they go? I mean, considering how the old politicians tend to strongly dominate these local places too.
Okay, one is that the truth is that the youth really need to get the government engaged through opinion makings and all that. And I believe that when we, the youth, get a good platform for opinion making, these the aged ones or the elderly politicians will see that we have what it takes to lead. When you look at the initiatives, there's no way you compare an upcoming youth today with the old politicians. We are more vibrant. We are more stabilized. Our IQ runs faster than theirs. Are you getting me? But when the youth go and they embrace violence, crimes, and all that, the old politicians will tend to be annoyed over or scared to give them power. Are you getting me?
Absolutely.
So if we show that yes, that we have something upstairs, that we are very reasonable, we engage these people properly. Okay, let's say Mr. A is coming to consult people that is going for councillor, is going for chairman or for governor. It's okay. Let's have a town hall meeting. Come and tell us what you want to do for us. Okay. Why can't you? There are points you will raise. Even this person, if the person have conscience, the person will go back and even step down without contesting again. Everything is not violence. Like as you rightly talked about River State, which I am deliberately avoiding to put. I watched it on YouTube where they were bringing down images, captures of the former governor, the honorable minister. This it shouldn't be found among the youth. No matter what is their reason, it shouldn't be found among the youth. Because we are the leaders of tomorrow. It's only when we show that we have the ability to control our temperament. No matter how much you are being given. No matter how much you are being given. Today, the person who is a governor served the honorable minister very well from a party official when the honorable minister was the party chairman. And he saw him as somebody who contributes positively, who his ideas are very deep and the wisdom coated. And he said, no, with this guy, my government that is coming to an end will become a continuum. And he handed power over to him through the support of Ebonyi. So the youth should avoid crimes, we should avoid the violence, and engage in a more better ways. So they will know that, yes, true, that we are ready for leadership. If not, they will think we are not ready for leadership.
Absolutely. I mean, I agree with you. But let me also take you up on local government autonomy. That matter is in court. But from your own perspective, who really benefits from this autonomy?
Thank you. Well, to be very honest with us, all of us, if we should have a local government autonomy, I was discussing that with one of our zonal officers of East APC Southeast. I was discussing, I told him that if we should have local government autonomy, we should have an agency or whatever that will be set up, particularly to monitor them. If not, the exuberance of whatever they'll be getting will enter their head. Some of them will even begin to attach His Excellency to their name. Are you getting me?
Absolutely.
And some of the states are not even oil producing states. I believe the state governors or thereabout, they through the use of through the allocations and all that coming to the LGS, they may not really be comfortable with that autonomy. You and I are not the reason why the autonomy is not being granted today. They know up there, they know what they are doing. But I believe so much that God is even mercy will see us out. But if you ask me to say today, if I become the president of Nigeria, ask me one thing I will do in the next 1 minute is to grant that autonomy. Because
sadly, you're not the president of Nigeria. But let's come back to Ebonyi State. And I want us to focus on the administration of Governor Francis Wifuru. I mean, Governor Umai is described as one of the best governors of his generation in terms of infrastructure development. I'd like you to talk to us about how the current governor has stepped into that shoe, especially because, I mean, he was here on the program days before his election, and I remember him telling me he would concentrate more on empowering the people, opening up rural roads, begging for attention. How has it been in the last 1 year?
First of all, I keep giving God the glory for what is happening in Ebonyi State, because the present governor is not an ingrate, and it has been a robust relationship between the former governor, the immediate past governor, and the present governor. And this former governor has been giving that supportive roles, whereas the present governor is taking up the executive roles and the executive roles and executive roles, so to say. One is that it has been very, very challenging. One, let me take you a little bit of seconds to the biblical quotation where Elijah gave all his blessings to Elisha before leaving. And remember, in one of the get-together of the former governor, the Right Honorable Minister, he blessed and pronounced that his successor will be greater than him. And today, the man is always very happy whenever he comes to the state and see that things are going well and that the masses are happy. The health centers, the things that time could not allow him to do. You know, Omai gave us a very huge achievement. And the present governor is not leaving those achievements. It's either he's maintaining them or it's either he's extending them. And that is why today every successor must be seen as the best, because that remains the prayers of their predecessor. And today, both on the road, the state governor has continued on the good roads, the concrete which Omar introduced in Ebonyi State, which is the best. All internal roads in Ebonyi, you can't see dust in Ebonyi State. I challenge you, you can't see dust in Ebonyi State. Come and see the airport, where the Governor Mai stopped, the city governor continued from there. The health centers, the left side that the governor gave a brand new SUVs to the hospital, the doctors he deployed to the general hospitals in the local governments. The health centers are all working. The gratuities, the civil servant salaries coming.
All right, so Honorable Victor, let's put this conversation into proper perspective. What are the major achievements? Okay. What are the major achievements of the governor in the last 1 year?
Okay, major achievement of the governor in the last 1 year is industrialization. One, industrialization. This is a sector that the state has been yearning for. But you know, every government has its own priorities, and it's one at a time. You must count one before you count two. And at the time we are now, we're at the time of developing our state, not relying really on the money coming from the federal government. Now, a few days ago, the governor traveled to Tunisia to engage on a tour on the best way to bring industries to Ebonyi State. And today we have about 2-3 industries already in Ebonyi State. One is working, as I'm talking to you now, producing one of the best pipes we have in Nigeria. It's working today. Now, the resuscitation of our health sector is something that is there to reckon with. The agriculture, which he has brought tractors, which he intends also to engage into, to lead Ebonyi farmers into dry season and rainy season farming, is there. The what's it called? The infrastructure, the education. When it comes to education, he has marshaled out, the foundations are all going now. 39 modern classrooms, modern buildings in some selected schools. Worst of the worst, that's where these schools will be cited. And the scholarships to bring up new leaders. Scholarships where new leaders will be enrolled. New leaders, they travel outside, they do their masters, do BSc, do that, and come back. And whatever idea, knowledge they have gotten, they come back to establish it in the state. These are things he has achieved.
So what's the governor doing to address acute shortage of teachers in public schools?
Yes, sometime last 3 months, he made an executive pronouncement that he will equalize, that he will equate the salary of a kind of the salary of that any person who comes out with first class from the university now automatically will be receiving the certain grade level 8 or 10 thereabout. Let me not be quoted of that particular level, but he'll be meant to be giving all those first class. They'll be sending them into lecture rooms, classrooms, just to ensure that the education there is being upgraded. Is being upgraded, thereby looking deep to those shortcomings we had, like short of teachers, as you said, thereby bringing teachers back. And there's an exercise of recruitment of teachers. I think that should be, he has given a marching order to the Ministry of Education for that. It's ongoing. Or if at all, I think it has been done, sir. It has been concluded. And their list is expected to be out any moment from now. So on that aspect is commendable. Very, very commendable.
All right, we have a few minutes to wrap up. So first, what's your parting message to the voters in Ebonyi State as the election approaches?
Yes, it's very simple. With their eyes, they have seen. With their legs, they have stepped on the good works of the leader of APC in Ebonyi State, the governor of everybody, governor of all political parties in Ebonyi State. And it is left to their conscience to follow that path of prosperity. According to the words of Professor Gogoegu, the NLC chairman of Ebonyi State, he once said during the Labor Day, this year's Labor Day, what has Omai not done for us? What has Winfrey not done for us? That is to tell you that the civil servants are, good governance in every state. In this contemporary democracy is measured by how well taken care of the civil servants are. And if the NLC chairman, a state NLC chairman, can openly, before a crowd of over 3,000, ask Ebonyans, what has Governor Winfrey not done for us? That is to tell you that this man has done for us so many things. And the surprising thing there is that when you go to him, he will tell you that he has not even done anything. And that is to tell you, to show that he has that burning desire. So I encourage Ebonyans to continue to support good governance. Right Honorable Francis Obonda is not only the governor of APC, he's the governor of all political parties. Let us not see it as a party thing now, but for the prosperity of our state, to make our fallen heroes proud, and to make the founding fathers proud. In one of good words that was published on social media somewhere by his son media, Rio Keta, I just wrote that now the founding fathers can now rest in peace. Those who are dead can now rest in peace. That is to tell you how loved, how cherished we are with his achievements. So let them continue to support the good governance in Ebonyi State. Because it is our own state. It is our own state. There's no other state we can call our own.
All right.
Let them continue to support the growth of Ebonyi State and democracy.
All right. So let's move away from Ebonyi State. Let's talk about the Southeast in general, especially the level of insecurity in the Southeast. And I can only imagine how disturbed you are as the son of the soil. What exactly is happening? Why has it been so hard for peace to return to the Southeast in 30 seconds?
In 30 seconds. To let you know that security is not what they discuss on papers or newspapers. And it is left for security agencies, it's left for security chiefs, commissioners for security to talk about it. I'm a publicity secretary of Ebonyi State. Thank you very much, man.
All right.
I'm not going to that one. I don't know that one.
I see. All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Simbad Victor, APC Publicity Secretary, Ebonyi State. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man. God bless you.